guys, is it just me or are they trying to make new toys seem so much cooler than they actually are? I was watching TV the other day and this commercial came on for, I don't know, some cup and ball thing. And these kids were at like some sort of rave party with the cup and ball thing, trying to make it seem so much more funner than I'm sure it actually was. There was a group of kids standing around these two guys and they were just trying to get their ball in the cup. They were waving it around. Woo, this is the best cup and ball thing I've ever seen! They made it seem somewhat appealing. But when you think about it, it's just a cup and ball. With the right music and the right atmosphere, you could make like a 1,000-piece puzzle seem really cool. So I started thinking, what happened to all the cool toys that I grew up with? So today, I want to talk about how some of the toys that I grew up with sort of prepared me for adulthood. I already know that some of you probably aren't gonna know the toys I'm talking about, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So the first toy I want to talk about, the Poppet. The Poppet was this like stick-shaped toy, and it would tell you to do things, and then you have to do the things on it. What were they thinking? I kinda learned everything I know about self-defense from this toy. Pop it! And pull it! And twist it! It kinda made me look like I was fighting like a girl, but you know, I really roughed some kids up. They made a second one, it was called the Poppet Extreme, and you had to like shout at it while you were bopping it. You tell me that doesn't smell like domestic violence. The next toy is the Stretch Armstrong. Pretty sure most of us had one of these. It didn't really prepare me for anything, I just wanted to point out how crappy of a toy it seems when you really think about it. You just stretch his arms out, and you let go and watch it shrivel back up faster than a pedophile at a high school. That's lamer than the Saturday morning cartoons my dad used to watch. It's lamer than getting a sock full of hair for Christmas. It's even lamer than grandma showing you how she pees her pants at church bingo. Another stupid toy was elefun, the elephant. What was that even? You just take butterflies and stuff them down an elephant's trunk. When have elephants even wanted to be stuffed full of butterflies? Here we see the big stupid wild elephant wandering about the butterfly field admiring the insects. So graceful, so beautiful. Oh sweet God, what is the elephant doing? Who even thought that that would be a fun toy? Hey Jim, I just got this idea for a new toy where you run around frantically with a butterfly net trying to catch butterflies and then you shove them inside an elephant. And just when you think you've won, the elephant spits them back out again. Oh, so how does the game end? With a bloody butterfly net and several dead children. And then there's Twister. I think everybody knows what Twister is, but I don't think anybody was prepared for the awkward moments it was gonna cause between you and your cousins. That's all I'm gonna say. I used to have this board game when I was a kid. It was called Perfection, and you had to push the platform down and try and get all the right pieces into the right spots, and just when you thought you were in the clear, BAM! Holy dear mother of God, it would scare the diarrhea monster right out of you. It would just scare every brown liquid out of your body. And then there were Power Wheels. I never actually owned a Power Wheel. They were more for the kids with rich parents who we all hated. But it did teach me that there are gonna be people who are gonna be jerks, who are gonna drive around in a tiny car and show it off to everybody, and you're gonna wish that their tiny car got crushed by an 18-wheeler. Whether or not they were in it was up to you. I just want to point out that I never learned to drive. It's probably because I never owned a Power Wheel, so I'm blaming you, Mom. The Crocodile Mile. It was like a slip and slide, but at the end there was a pool of water and a crocodile's mouth you had to slide through. It probably prepared a lot of the dumber kids for their future career in being swallowed by a crocodile and dying. When I slid down the Crocodile Mile, I always made a point of screaming, "Oh dear God, no, please help me," before I slid through the crocodile's mouth. I can't even picture a situation where sliding through a crocodile's mouth face first would be necessary. I'm pretty sure that crocodile doctors don't slide face first into their patients. That just doesn't seem like a medical practice that I'm okay with. Okay, I'm here. I'm gonna need some space. This crocodile is very sick. Don't worry, I used to do this as a kid. I got this. Alright, here we go. Okay, I slid face first into the crocodile and it died. And let's be honest, the slip and slide part was just an opportunity for your uncle to accidentally lose his bathing suit. That's just Spider-Man with an erection creepy. Crocodile dentist was another stupid idea. Oh hey, let's just teach our kids that putting their hands right into a crocodile's mouth to pull out its teeth, it's a great idea. There's just gonna be a lot more people with less hands. Kids, leave crocodiles alone. They want to bite you all the time. I don't think there is a time when crocodiles don't want to bite people. Same goes for Gator Golf. I mean, who is coming up with these ideas that just involve you going fist first into an alligator's mouth? I just realized that what I'm doing is not what it looks like. Don't Wake Daddy is the reason why I know that children are dicks and that sleeping is amazing. I used to wonder, you know, why is Daddy sleeping instead of taking care of his children? But now that I'm older, I realize that sleep is the bomb and nothing will ever be as good as sleep. I think the fact that the kids are out of bed trying to steal their father's hard-earned food just proves that kids are tiny dickheads. The Tamagotchi. Now this one's really misleading. It taught me that you could let an animal poop in a tiny little box that you keep it in and poop so much that the poop stacks up to be as tall as the animal and it would not die. And also that you could forget about an animal and not feed it for 2 weeks, and when it died, you just push 2 buttons and then you get a new pet exactly like the old one. Life just doesn't work like that. The Etch-a-Sketch was a great toy, except for when it came to drawing boobs. The Etch-a-Sketch actually had a really deep meaning to me. It sort of taught me that life is really fragile, and with just the slightest bump, everything you love could be wiped away. Even square boobs. Alright, let's talk Beanie Babies. They were sacks of beans that people paid large amounts of money for just to have these animal-shaped sacks of beans fill up their house. The only thing Beanie Babies were good for was occupying space. They weren't even filled with real beans. You couldn't eat that. Needless to say, that they prepared me for people who are dumb and would pay just a bunch of money for a sack of beans. Why? Pogs, on the other hand, were awesome, even though they were just cardboard circles. Pogs taught me 2 things. The first thing was, it doesn't matter how big and heavy it is, it's all about how hard you throw it down on the cardboard circles. And the second thing was, flaming dice look really cool on a cardboard circle. Let's be honest, come on, I think everybody had the flaming dice with the skull with the snake going in and out of its eyes. It was a staple of any Pog collector's collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm hoping most of you can kinda understand where I'm coming from. I just let you into my heart and soul, and now you're inside me. So anyway, if you guys want to buy an awesome t-shirt, I have a District Line store right here. And I have a live show every Friday between 3 and 6 p.m. on younow.com/mattg124. Yeah, we have our own channel now. You can actually broadcast on my channel if you want. And if you ever have an interesting or serious question you want to ask me, you can go to vu.com/mattg124 and I'll answer most of your questions with a video. Other than that, keep repping the hand and I'll see you guys on Friday. I hope you have a really good week. Bye!